Hello, it's Mr. Smith, and in this video I will be giving you a video tour of eCampus, also known as Blackboard, and then also MyMath which is currently called MyLab Math. You'll hear both of those names this semester. It means the same thing. So let's go ahead and get started. When you sign into eCampus, you'll go to your course. You can go to your courses, and I'm going to click on our course here. And first thing you'll see is an announcement that tells you everything you need to know to get started. And so I would encourage you to read through this and follow the directions here. And then there's going to be a syllabus video, and this video is the one I'm currently making, and you'll have access to those links. Let's see. So let's go ahead and click on the syllabus. That's one of the things that you'll be asked to do in the announcement. So let's click on here. You can print it out, and you should look it over, look for the important things. And if you watch the syllabus video, that's where I highlight what I would say are the most important things, at least from my perspective. Let's go ahead into this equations and factoring link. One of the things you'll see in the syllabus is it talks about the need to have, or the importance of having strong equation solving skills and factoring skills when you enter this course. These are things that you should have mastered in intermediate and beginning algebra. So if you know you're rusty or you never were very good at that, there's two practice assignments here, this one here and this one here. And this one actually has the answers at the end, so you can know if you did them right or wrong. And this one here, there's actually a video that shows you the answers. But if you have any problems, you can click on this folder. There's 3 videos on solving equations. So those are there if you need them. And then if you have areas of weakness in factoring, you can click on here, and there's several videos on the different types of factoring. All right, so the tab you're going to be going into the most is the one for MyLab Math or MyMath. We'll come back to that one later. Let's click on the Introductions tab. This is where you'll be introducing yourself. I've already done that. If you click right here, you can click here and you can see my introduction. You can respond to it if you'd like, but here if you click on Create Thread, you can put your own introduction in there. Most people just type in an introduction, but you're welcome to post pictures or video if you prefer, any combination of that. I hope that you'll take advantage of the opportunity to get to know me and your classmates. The next tab is the Teams tab. I haven't created Teams yet, but it's something I may be doing. I'll let you know in the next week or so. You can click here and easily email me. Later on, you'll be able to see your eCampus grades by clicking here. If you click on the resource buttons, these are some of the resources that are available to you. You can click on the help button. That's for help in eCampus. There's some Blackboard videos to help you learn how to be more comfortable using the program if you're interested. Learning materials. This is where you have all the materials for your different classes in one place. Yours will look quite different than mine. Mine is not all that useful to me. I don't know. I've just been told that this is a tab that we need to keep open, but I don't know if it actually is all that helpful for students. But that's where you can find all your materials. Let's see. And then there's tutoring with Mr. Smith and office hours. Our office hours will be in class, but I can create sessions in here and help you if you need some help, maybe some evening or during the weekend. If I'm available, we might be able to meet for a little bit. A lot of times I'll just make video responses to questions students have about homework problems, or sometimes I'll just have a quick written response. It just kind of depends on the problem, but that's what that's there for. So I think we're ready to go to MyLab Math. Now the first time you come in here, when you click on any of these, it's going to ask you to, it's not really registration, but you'll need to click on a few things to get yourself started, and then you won't have to do that again. And the first thing you're going to want to do once you've done that is click on the browser check. And that's going to check to see if your computer has all the plugins or whatever other programs or whatever in order to run the software. So you can see mine's all good. You may have to download some plugins, but you want to take care of that first. You'll spend most of your time in assignments, but I do want to point out some of these other links first. So there's an e-text link, and of course that's the book, which you can also access when you're doing homework. It does take a minute to get started. And the first time you come in, you're going to have to sign a license agreement. I don't know if, yeah, it's not going to do that here. So if you click here, that's the table of contents. You can kind of play around with it, but you can basically go to any section of the book using the table of contents. All right, I think I'll leave you there with that. Let's go. Oh, let's see if I can figure out how I need to do this here. There we go. All right, so Multimedia Library. These are things that are available to you throughout whenever you're doing homework assignments. In the different sections, they're in the lecture part where I have notes for lectures. Even though you are in coming to class, there are videos for all my lessons, either the ones that I've made or the ones that are with the book. So you can, I'll show you that in just a minute, but you can always get access through the Multimedia Library to all the different videos and other things that are there to help you learn the material. So if we're in chapter 2, let's go for section 3. You select all, it'll show you everything that's available to help you learn that material. So there's a PowerPoint for each section. These are the videos. There's a couple guided visualizations, whatever those are. But you can see what's available to you. Sometimes this is helpful at the end of the semester when students want to go back and look at a certain section. Anyway, so that's available to you. Let me get out of there. The gradebook, really, I would mainly focus on the grades. When you're trying to think here, you can click on this, but the grades in eCampus are going to be the most accurate. I'll just put it that way. Integration support, if for some reason you have problems during the semester and you have to deal with getting those fixed, then they may ask you to go in here and it'll give you information that they need in order to help you. All right, so hopefully that won't be necessary this semester. If you're concerned about accessibility, there's some information here for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into assignments. Again, which is where you'll normally be. And you can see the assignments for the first test. So there's an orientation assignment that helps you as far as just getting familiar with MyLab Math. And I'd say most students probably don't need to do that, but if you're just not real comfortable using a program to do your homework assignments, or if you start doing the assignments and you're having some issues, you may want to go through that. This is what I talked about earlier. Notice notes and videos. So these, the ones that say 1T are the videos that I've made and that go with that section. And normally they're exactly the same as the notes we take in class. It's just I've done videos with those notes. You'll see also for this first chapter, there's an introduction to the TI-84 graphing calculator. If you're not real familiar with that calculator and how to use it, I would encourage you to watch that early in the semester, especially when we get to chapter 2. That's when we'll start looking to use the calculator. These are the videos that come with my MyLab, And those are the same videos. When you click on the help buttons, you're going to see those videos. Not for every problem, but for some of the problems. So let's go out of here. Let's see. And now we're ready to go into the section 1.1 homework. So you'll click on the first question. And I don't know, let's see if we can find a good problem to work on. Let's see. Now we'll just go ahead and do this one here. So first of all, click to enlarge the graph. And so in this case, we're actually graphing a line. So I'll click on the line. And the y, or the y-intercept is the point 0.02. So let's start there. And actually, got to be careful. If this is 4, I guess that would make this 2. So actually, I think I just messed that up. Let's cancel that and let's try this again. So we'll go to 0, 2. You can see this one's a little bit hard. And you can see at the top here, the part in yellow, that you're at the point 0, 2. So let go of that. And then we need another point. Well, we're going to go up 3. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and right 1. So that would put us here. I don't know what I did wrong here. Let's try this again. Let's clear. Click on the line. Go to 0, 2. Go up 1, 2, 3, and right 1, and click again. There we go, because that's our slope, 3 over 1. And we'll save that and check answer. So normally that's what you want to see, is fantastic. So let's do the same thing. This time I'm going to do it wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and click a line. I'm just going to pick any 2 random points. And I'm going to hit check answer. That's incorrect. We're going to do it again. Still incorrect. Notice it says final check. And so it tells you the correct answer and our answer. Now notice we can go to the next question, or we can click on similar question and we'll get a new question. This has currently been marked with a red X, so it's wrong. So I'm going to go to the next question. In fact, I'm going to click here, and you can see that we have that one we did right. It's got a green check, and the one we just did that was wrong. So let's go back to that one, and let's click on similar question. And so let's see, this time 0, -5. And I need one more point, 5, 0. That would be here. Whoops, that's not the right point. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Let's clear. Let's start this again. So 0, -5, and 5, 0. You got to make sure that you're on that point. Notice in the yellow it does say 5, 0. So it takes a little getting used to. Let's go ahead and hit save. And so now we'll check our answer, and now it's correct. And so it's going to change that one that was marked wrong to be marked correct. So the main point I'm trying to make here is that if you're willing to go back and correct any mistakes that you made, you can get 100% on every homework assignment. All right, so let me go ahead and click out of here. I want to show you a couple other things. So there's a help me solve this. It'll help you solve this problem, and then it'll give you a new one to do for the homework. For that reason, a lot of students, if they like the problem they're given, they'll view an example and then they'll come back and do this one here. If you click on Get More Help, notice there's an animation basically that's just a video that you can watch. Animations, videos are essentially the same, just two different ways to show you or to teach you. Here you can click and go to the textbook. We've done that before, so I'm going to just go ahead and click out of there. But it actually takes you to that section. You can go to other sections, but that's where you'll start. I believe you can go to other sections, otherwise you'd have to go back to the e-text where we were earlier. And then finally, if you need help, you can click on Ask My Instructor. You know, sometimes in the evening or maybe the off days or on the weekends, students have questions. They're really frustrated. You can send me your question. It will give me a copy of the question, and you can ask me your specific question. And then normally what I'll do is I'll send back a written response or a short video. There have been times where I would meet with students online. It just kind of depends on the problem and the circumstances and my availability. So anyway, that's an option as well. All right, so I think that's everything. Actually, there's one more thing here. They also, again, if you have concerns about accessibility, you can click here and there's ways to make this program a little more accessible. I think that's everything. So if I missed anything, you'll just need to let me know if you run into any problems or have any questions, but that should give you a good start. Anyway, I hope you have a great semester and hope you get off to a great start.